guys, it's Christina with Virginia Wreath Company. I'm coming to you this evening to show you a tomato caprese recipe that I saw, and I really want to try it, and I thought I would share it with you as I try it. And this is like very impromptu. I have like hardly no makeup on, my hair is like up. So anyway, here we go. I have 4 Roma tomatoes that I'm gonna use. I have basil. I have some already sliced fresh mozzarella. I have salt and pepper. I have a balsamic glaze. And I have a teaspoon of Italian seasoning and some oil. I believe you're supposed to use like olive oil for this, but I don't have any, so I am substituting the Crisco Blends canola, sunflower, and soybean oil. I think it'll be fine. So, and I have the recipe right here. I've never tried this before, so tonight is a first. I figured it would probably go good with our dinner. We finally have like some nice weather. Got the grill going, and I've got steaks and corn on the grill right now. So I love grilled corn. It's so awesome. Okay, so let's see. Okay, the first thing we gotta do is take the mozzarella and we're going to, it's already sliced, so I thought that was pretty cool. One step that you didn't really have to do, but I'm gonna make this a little bit thinner. If you can see, it's kind of thick. Make it just a little bit thinner. Okay, and I am going to take the mozzarella slices and I'm going to put them in a bowl that has just a little bit of oil on the bottom. Let's see. And I don't know how many slices I'm going to put in the tomatoes, but we'll figure that out later. And I'm just taking the slices off the roll here. And I figure we'll probably do maybe 3 per tomato. So I need 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. I don't know if I'll use all these. And I might even end up splitting those in half. I don't know if they're going to be too big or not. However, you take your mozzarella, have it in your bowl, and I'm going to take a little bit of oil and I'm just going to drizzle it over top, just a little bit, and I'm going to sprinkle my teaspoon of Italian seasoning. And I'm going to take a fork and I'm just going to kind of mix this around a little bit. Make sure all the mozzarella gets some of the seasoning on here. There's some that's kind of hidden underneath. Make sure it gets coated. And I'm gonna put a little bit of salt and pepper on here. It says to use sea salt, not sea salt, flaky salt. I don't have flaky salt, I have sea salt. So I'm gonna use the sea salt on here. And I'm just gonna sprinkle a little bit. And pepper. I love pepper. Okay, and then I'm just going to mix this up again. And you know, really this looks like good enough to eat right here. Let's see. I can't see. Oh, hi Kenna! Hey girl! So I'm just mixing it around. Okay. And we're gonna let this sit while we cut up the tomatoes. And I'm just gonna cut the very end. That one's okay. That one's okay. And this one's got a little stem. I'm just gonna cut the very end of these off that have a little stem on the end. And what it says to do next is you're gonna cut into, I hope you guys can see this, cut into your tomato, but you're not gonna cut all the way down. You're just gonna make enough so you can have a slit in the tomato. Okay. So when you get done, your tomato is going to be split. Can you guys see that? Just like this. Now go ahead and do these other ones. And I might need some more mozzarella. I don't know. And the mozzarella cheese that I got, you know, I picked that up at Walmart. It was already sliced. And here's another one. Let's see. Yeah, I think I might need 3 more pieces of mozzarella in there. Okay. And I'm cutting just enough so it barely reaches the bottom. I'm leaving the bottom part of it clean, and I'm cutting down to about right here, maybe like the last quarter of the tomato. And you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and throw these in here just to be on the safe side. Three. Okay. Kind of mix these pieces I just put in here, mix those around a little bit, let them get happy. And I can start with the pieces that were already in here. Okay. Now let's see how this works, y'all. Okay. Take one piece. Yeah. I'm gonna be cutting these in half. I thought that might happen, but you know what? It's all good. And you're just gonna take the cheese and you just stuff it down into the tomato, the slices that you made. Another piece. And if you get the sliced mozzarella, and you do this at home, go ahead and slice them in half, because I think they fit perfectly when they're in half. And here's the first one. We've got this. And now what you're going to do after you get your mozzarella in there, I've got some fresh basil leaves. And I'm just going to pull them off the stem. Let's see. 2, 3. 4. Okay, let's see. And you just take your basil leaf and your tomato. You might want to do this the same time you're putting the cheese in. But take your basil leaf, just fold it in half, and put it right down in there with the cheese. You guys see that? I stuffed it in there. And I'm going to go ahead and do this to the rest of this one. Oh, the smell of fresh herbs. They smell so good. Okay, and I think I can cut this one in half. Okay. Okay, and here's the first one. It's completed. And I'm just going to set it on my plate. And I'm going to go through and I'm going to do these other 3 tomatoes. So what's the weather like where you guys are? It's finally starting to warm up some here, which is great. Means flip-flop weather, and I love it. And I'm just taking my basil, folding it up, and I'm sliding it down in there. Take another piece of basil. I'm just going to fold it over, put it next to my cheese, and just slide the cheese right on in there. I need another piece. Get some more basil. Okay. Cheese. A piece of basil. I think this would be like really refreshing on a hot summer night to have. It's something really kind of cool and refreshing to have. Basil. And here we go. Now we've got 2 done. We're halfway done, guys. Get some more basil. Okay. And right now we're just folding the basil, putting it with the slice of mozzarella, and stuffing it into the tomato. Okay. And here we go. We got our third one. And we've got one more to do. Okay. Okay. And we're done with the last one. This is what it looks like. And let me move this over. I need to wipe my hands off. Okay. So this is what they look like. Try and do this without them falling off. And they're gonna roll. This is what they look like. I'll take a picture and post it. And the last thing we're gonna do is we're gonna take this, it's a balsamic glaze. We're gonna take this and we're just gonna go just like this, back and forth. I think we're good. And let me see if I can point this down so you guys can see them. Whoops, sorry guys. Okay, and this is what they look like. Just like that. It's kind of hard trying to move the camera to show you what they look like, to know which direction to go in. Let's see if I can go this way. Just like that. That's what they look like. So that was the balsamic tomato caprese. That's what it is. And I will take a picture and post it. And I will definitely let you guys know how it turns out, if it tastes good or not. And if you're interested, I'll post the recipe. So I'll see you guys later. Have a great day. And if you're looking for a wreath or anything, feel free to visit me at virginiawreathcompany.com. Thanks, guys. Bye.